Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, there's a call on the fucking line. Wow, somebody's listening and going to try and engage in this conversation that I've wasted all of my time not preparing for. It's hard work to be this lazy. To be fair, we're fucking lazy.
Like, my friends never start email subjects that way. Yo, Sean, should we wish your penis is bigger?
Yeah, just go, hey, you know what? You're listening to the show!
Yeah.
You know what's going on!
I didn't know if you hated me, and then you're just like, you're such a cunt.
You know?
How about, hello, I'm the stupid intern who picked the wrong goddamn person?
Who knew that when you typed in females on search engines with the word slut, bad things would come up?
I had so drunk right now, I had like 4 wine spritzers.
She's been pounded so much that she was probably swollen enough where she had a third vagina lip to cover the flap in defense against the cocks that would constantly invade her vaginal territory.
Jesus.
Pity sex, nostalgia sex, and I hate my life sex. That's how I survive.
No, you gotta sneak that shit in when they're not paying attention.
I gotta get my evidence. I'm like a Jew lawyer right now.
He's doing it off the paper.
Oh, guys, all right. Can I get a... Could you can someone open a window in here?
Jay, do us a favor and quote that.
Speak!
It's gonna be showtime!
Nobody cares what you love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Stephen James Experience. Sunday night, a little bit different. We're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're going to do an all-request music and advice show. So if you guys have any problems you want to talk about, feel free to call in, or you want to request a song, 718-664-9792. Feel free to call in. There's also a Skype button at the top of the player. You can click that, follow the directions, and come chat with us, or by us I mean me, sitting alone in a dark room, wondering where I went wrong in my life. You can also go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Stephen James Experience. You can leave your requests or your questions of advice there. You can tweet us at SJE_Nation. You can also check us out on all social media platforms, and feel free. If you guys have anything, it can be completely anonymous. I would say keep it serious. You know me, and you can tell by the intro. Generally, I do a more funny show, a more dick and fart show. But tonight, if you guys have a serious question and you guys have a serious issue that you want resolved, call in 718-664-9792, or leave it on those places that we discussed. It could be completely anonymous. Don't need to know your name. You can just call in, ask a question, and we'll get right to that. So we're going to get to our first request of the night, all the way from the lovely UK. Our good friend Nono asked for Massive Attack, Angel. I've never heard this song before, so this is a first for me. And I'm going to play some songs that are outside of my wheelhouse as well, that I've never heard before, or that I pick. This is all requests for the most part, but if there's no request, I'll fill in where I can go. This is Massive Attack, Angel, on the Stephen James Experience. That was Massive Attack with Angel on the Stephen James Experience, all the way from the UK. Look, the show is growing. Slowly but surely, it's growing. And by growing, I mean one person was nice enough to submit some songs. It's really nice. Remember, 718-664-9792. Call in with your questions, your advice, anything that you have that you want to get involved in as far as tonight. Feel free to call in. I got another one straight from the UK. Same person. This no person is a beast. If that person is listening tonight, thank you for submitting these songs. We appreciate this here at the Stephen James Experience. Send in your songs, Facebook, Twitter, fucking call in, something. Who cares? This is actually one of my favorite covers ever. It's weird because I had a conversation with a friend about this recently. That I thought that she had played the song recently for me, and it turns out that I must have imagined the whole thing. Either I was drunk or something. It turns out, it was a completely different person, and it was funny because we were talking about it, and she just starts laughing, like, no, that wasn't me, like convincing me. And some of you know me. I'm not exactly known for my long-term memory. So here I am. I'm sitting there. I'm embarrassed. I'm telling my friend, like, oh, yeah, this was this really cool moment between us where, hey, this is kind of how we started, like, talking and getting to know each other as friends. So very long ago. Saying that, okay, that you introduced me to this song. Turns out I blew it. Either I made up the story in my head or I was too drunk. It never happened. Who knows? But this is the Deftones cover of Sade's No Ordinary Love. Here we go. Stephen James Experience. Deftones. right, that was the Deftones, No Ordinary Love cover of Sade here on the Stephen James Experience. Yeah, there's a little funny story about that song. Have you ever had a similar situation where you thought that you had a memory with a friend, and it turns out that it really wasn't, either it really wasn't the way you thought it was, or it happened to you and a different friend, or it didn't even happen to you. It happened between two of your friends, and the story's been told so many times over and over and over and over again that you just kind of adapted it to your life, or you forgot how the original story was. If that's happened to you, 718-664-9792. Feel free to call in. Also, if you have a question or you need any advice on any problem, I will do seriously the best job that I can. Tonight, you're getting a more serious version of me in that kind of mood, except for that, because that's going to happen. I know, professionalism all over the board. This request came via a chat room. This is Soja featuring Chris Boomer, You and Me. I've never heard this one again, but this one goes out to I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you know who the fuck you are.
I'm still with you even when you're
right, that was Soja featuring Chris Boomer, You and Me. Never heard that song before, but I got to say, you guys are coming up big with songs that I haven't heard ever, and giving me stuff that's really good. So keep it coming. 718-664-9792. You can call in and request whatever you want. Hopefully it's something I have and I can get quickly. If not, I'll take your request into consideration and get it during another song break and play it for you. Also, if you have a question, advice that you need, I don't know. I've been told I'm a very good therapist, so we'll see. 718-664-9792. If you do not have the option to use a cellular phone, because I know some of you are sitting at your computer listening to this, not mobile, click the Skype icon above the player and follow. Just as simple as that. Now, this one is a request all the way from my homeland, so to speak, the homeland of Brooknom, Brooklyn, as we've come to know and love. This is one of my favorite bands of the early 90s era, although they kind of didn't really get that much shine because they didn't have a great or historic run as the rest did. They were kind of considered a B or C band. They kind of came in after the rush of the whole Seattle and alternative movement. But as you can see here, I think they were mislabeled. They were a little bit more southern rock, a little bit more rootsy. So I don't really think they necessarily fit into that category. This is Voice of Eugenia, Brother Kane, requested by Dan all the way from Brooklyn on the Stephen James Experience.
From his youth he sees inside the slow parade of storms. Lessons learned from fear are nothing to lose. The voice remains, it sounds the same, even from so far. And it feels much better from the sky. Hear the cold faces and colors, they change. I fit from believing. When I'm lost in the shadows too low, the voice of Eugenia can set me home. Draw this bridge and sail away. The boy becomes a man to fight his own battles and realize some dreams. A beacon light shine all around, guides him to shore, and it feels much better in the light. If he goes, faces and colors they change. I fit from believing. I feel lost in the shadows alone with no ending. Faces and colors they've changed to all that I know. But the voice of Eugenia can set me home. can send me home. The voice of Eugenia can send me
Voice of Eugenia, Brother Kane, Stephen James Experience. I think we're all looking for that voice, so to speak. I coined the term recently. I was just thinking about everybody wants to find someone special, someone to come home to, someone to be their reason to be around. Everyone's looking for that. Whether or not they find it or whether or not that person is in front of you right now is neither here nor there. But I've taken to calling that person my boot hang, because they make me feel comfortable enough to hang my boots, so to speak. So they're my boot hang. Anyone out there tonight looking for their boot hang and just can't seem to find it, 718-664-9792. Let's talk about it. Maybe he or she is out there listening right now, and you guys can connect. You never know. We're all about the love here. All about the love here on the Stephen James Experience. All right, here's another one out there from Dan and BK in Brooklyn. This is another 90s band who does not get enough credit for their impact on the whole scene, but they were definitely they were definitely involved in the alternative scene, or I think they were a little bit more psychedelic than anything else, especially early on. But that's neither here nor there. We're not going to argue about semantics. 718-664-9852. If you want to argue semantics, feel free. Sworn and Broken, Screaming Trees, Stephen James Experience, and we'll hit you with two in a row. Stay tuned to find out.
when it's setting in again, and it feels
All right, Sworn and Broken, the Screaming Trees, off a great record called Dust. If you guys have not checked out the Screaming Trees, I would suggest you guys start there. It was their final, quote-unquote, album. But that's a good place to start. I think it's their best work, and a lot of people agree. Or maybe Uncle Anesthesia. You know, once you start getting into them and you go back further, you could see the tapestry of music is quite fabulous. I said tapestry of music. It's quite fabulous. I kind of sound like a pretentious fuck. But that's neither here nor there. This one is going out to a good friend of mine who we actually bonded over music. There's so many relationships that you can start, friendships, relationships with a significant other that can start with, you know, liking the same bands or, you know, having an interest in the same genre of music. This was actually, you know, I had not known this person. I had known him through a mutual friend. We all worked together, but I had never really hung out with him or knew him that well. And then we happened to go by his house, the mutual friend and I. We went over to his house, and he's a big music fan. And so he's got tons of CDs, this, that, and the other, you know, tons of albums, tons of records, and he has a listening room. So basically, when it's something like that, you would figure that person either knows every band ever, or they're not open to new music because they think they have it all. But that wasn't the case with this person. This person was very receptive to the things that I would suggest, or he would be like, "Oh yeah, I know that," or "Man, I've never heard that before." And while I had suggested a band, Blackfield, to him, he had never heard them, and that's how we bonded. We still talk about it today, how he has a love for that band. Steven Wilson of Porcupine Tree, who we'll play here in a second, and Avi Geffen, the Israeli Elvis, as they call him. If you guys have not checked them out, really underrated band. Seen them live a couple of times, actually twice. Pretty good. I would suggest checking them out. But this is Steven Wilson's band, Porcupine Tree. This is going out to Todd in Jersey. This is Lazarus, Porcupine Tree, on the Stephen James Experience.
As the chillest towers past my window, I can see a washed out moon through the fog.
That was Lazarus, Porcupine Tree, off their Dead Wing album. That one goes out to Todd in New Jersey. Thank you. If it wasn't for Steven Wilson and the band Blackfield and Porcupine Tree, I wouldn't have a friend. So adding one more friend is not a bad thing. And if you'd like to add more friends, add me on Facebook, facebook.com/The Stephen James Experience. Keep apprised of all show times, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and the occasional show like this where I can do all requests. If you guys like the all request thing, let me know, and I can do the music show every Sunday night. It's an open night. I really don't have anything to do besides, schoolwork that I'm avoiding still. But you guys can like us there. You guys can head on over to our official page, thestephenjamesexperience.com. We have a message board up, and trying to get that more involved. So if you guys want to check that out, go to the message board, leave a message, leave what kind of show topics you want to hear in the future, what guests you would like us to try and get. If you know somebody who would be perfect to be on this show, contact them, let them know, hook a brother up here, help me help you, bring the funny. All right, we're going to actually kick this up a notch, so to speak, with one of the grooviest tunes ever. Oh my God, the backbeat on this! It's so groovy. It helped the Beastie Boys become a household name. This is going out to the Green Man, Greenbot 3000, out in Brooklyn. This is When the Levee Breaks, Led Zeppelin. Stephen James Experience. Woo. Ride When the Levee Breaks, Led Zeppelin, off the Led Zeppelin 4. Arguably, I'd say the most popular Led Zeppelin album. I mean, it's kind of all gravy when you get into the pantheon of rock and roll as they are. I think they most people would agree, if they're not in your top 5, not even for preference, let's say top 5 greatest bands of all time. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. They got to be in there. You can't argue that. You can't argue that. Here's a band that is not in my top 5, but I got to say their impact was felt worldwide, especially in the late 80s, where they kind of took the world by storm. We're talking they were the kind of the mediator between the cock rock and the alternative explosion that would come later. This going out to Greg out in Texas. This is Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses on the Stephen James Experience. Remember, 718-664-9792. You still got time to call in for advice if you want it, or maybe you can give me some advice. I don't know, I've been hurting a lot lately. But Welcome to the Jungle, Stephen James Experience. right. Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses off the landmark Appetite for Destruction record that was going out to Greg in Texas. It has been scientifically proven in my youth, this is actually something that me and my friends would discuss all the time, that no matter, in that time age, I grew up in the 90s, early 90s, mid-90s, the formative years. But you could get in anybody's car, regardless of what type of music they liked. They could have been a hardcore gangster rap guy or a techno guy or this, that, and the other. And when you got in that person's car, there were always two rock and roll CDs in there. One, Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. They always had it. They're like, oh, I love those white boys or whatever. And Metallica, the Black Album. It never failed. They always had it. I'm telling you, think back in your memory to people who, you would stereotypically define as someone who liked a genre that's not, say, metal or rock. And you played that song. Tell me they didn't love it. That or Sad But True or Enter Sandman. And how many times have you been called, well, I know for me, how many times have you been called Kurt Cobain? Because that was the most recognizable guy. So every white dude who liked rock and roll with long hair was called Kurt Cobain. It got to the point where I'm kind of glad. No, I'm not glad. We miss you, Kurt. I'm just fucking with you. Don't smite me from wherever the hell you are. All right. I'm losing the thread here. Basically 718-664-9792. See, I'm messing up my words. I'm not even drinking tonight. I'm sober. See, this is what you get when I'm sober. 718-664-9792. You can still call in with some of your requests. We're in hour 2. We're going to go till midnight with this. So you can call in 718-664-9792. Let us know what your requests are. If you have a question, if you need advice on any issue, doesn't matter. Does it burn when you pee? I'll give you advice. Well, whatever. Go to Facebook.com/The Stephen James Experience or on Twitter @SJE_Nation and tweet us a question that you may or may not have or a song request. This one is a song request coming from way, way out there. How far out there? You'd say Florida, a place that looks like a giant penis hanging off the edge of the country, but that's fine. This is a band that I have not heard the name of in so long, so it's kind of awesome that I'm doing this tonight because so many people are giving me new music or reacquainting me with a lot of cool bands. This is Head Automatica. This is Beating Heart's Baby on the Stephen James Experience. Enjoy this one. If you guys like any of these tunes, feel free to let us know that we're playing a good mix, or if you think they suck, call in and say they suck and recommend your own. If not, just deal with it. Beating Heart's Baby, Head Automatica, Stephen James Experience.
Let me in your arms to feel the beating of your heart, baby. The beating of your heart, baby. You have nothing to do with me. You have nothing to do with me. I don't know what to do with you. 'Cause don't know what you do to me.
All right, that was Bleeding Hearts, baby. Head Automatica going out to Fred G. in Florida. Thanks for everyone who has contributed enough to this and has given some songs and requests. I do appreciate your input, your help, your participation. If you guys still want to call in, 718-664-9792, feel free. We're getting low on requests, so feel free to go onto the Facebook page, facebook.com/Stephen James Experience, and let us know what you want to hear, or I'm going to start playing what I want to hear. This is the last request that I have, and this is going out to an EMT out on the job right now. Arena, this is The Doors, and this is Light My Fire, because she lights my fire. No, I'm kidding. This is The Doors, Light My Fire.
You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose. And our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. You know that it will be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on 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 fire.
All right, The Doors, Light My Fire, Stephen James Experience. It's one of those things where if The Doors are that kind of band, if you pick them, you have like your camps. You know what I mean? You have your Led Zeppelin, your Black Sabbath camp. As far as like, I think it's pretty split. Either you think Black Sabbath invented, rock and roll and they're the greatest band ever, or Led Zeppelin. You can like both. But one always has to be above the other. You're either one camp or the other. And I think it's the same thing as it pertains to the Doors and Pink Floyd. Either you're a Doors head or a Pink Floyd head. Like, you can't be both. You can like both of them, but you can't love both of them. I think that's one of those things that I never really correlated that until just now. 718-664-9792. We got about 50 minutes left, and we're all out of requests. So now you get to suffer through me playing the music that I want to hear. So I'm pretty sure you guys better start calling in with some requests or leaving some. This is actually from a local band and a good friend of the show, Ricky Vega's band, Paraíso. I actually got their Rollin' Slim demo. They're working on a record right now called The State. Versus the State. I'm sorry, let me get that right. Versus the State. And it should be out pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. We'd love to have them on the show, and we plan on soon. But this is a song off of that demo. This is Downtown Crossroads on the Stephen James Experience. Much love to Paraíso.
I knew the brighter days were gone when I woke up in your haze. Sings in harmony that leaves me with grace of high, low embrace. searching the crossroads, the downtown crossroads. There's I've been searching the crossroads, the downtown crossroads. There's I've been searching the crossroads, the downtown crossroads. There's finish this poison, start again with a fresh brew. I'm in the last act now, and I'm still waiting on my cue, on my cue. Soon the night sky begins to blue, just to me. It'll be done. Somebody, please take me home. Please take me home. 'Cause it's far too cold to feel this winter cold. Come on, oh my. I've been searching the crossroads, the downtown crossroads. There's nowhere, nowhere. And I've been searching the crossroads, the downtown crossroads. There's nowhere, nowhere. I've been searching the crossroads. Downtown crossroads, there's
All right, Downtown Crossroads, Paraíso off their Rollin' Slim demo. Make sure you guys check them out on Facebook. Support local music, guys. Support local music. Head on over to their Facebook page, facebook.com/PARAISO. Check them out. Let them know you heard them here on the Stephen James Experience. Shoot them a like. It takes 30 seconds to like someone's project's page or something that they love and they do, and that means something to them, especially if you're active on the page. But even if you just go and like it, it's something. It's something. It doesn't mean that the person's necessarily going to engage in what you do, but at least it shows that your eyes are on their passion in some way. For that brief moment in time, you chose to take time out of your life and your day to press like on this or comment on that as it pertains to what their passion is. And it's very important as far as how it makes the artist feel or how it makes the person trying to bring you something that they're passionate about to them. That being said, I have another request. Requests are piling back in, which is good. This one is from our good friend Wolf at Epic Beard Radio, which you guys can check on Thursdays and Saturdays. And his co-host is back. The Ginger is back, so it's back to business as usual. This is My Baby by the Balkan Beatbox on the Stephen James Experience. I don't know what to make of that. That was My Baby Balkan Beatbox. A little off kilter, a little weird. Sounded like Godsmack meets the Ringling Brothers Circus. I thought Hava Nagila, whatever that Jewish song is where they dance around Hava Nagila or something. I thought that was going to break out. One of the requests from Wolf tried to throw me a curveball, he said, but it was a good curveball. Actually, it wasn't that bad. You know, I'm being a little rough on it. We do appreciate you guys sending in the requests. And here's another one all the way from the UK. Nono is leading the bat. She has the highest batting average here on tonight's request show with three requests. She's a phenomenon tonight. All the way from the UK, Nono is requesting House Carpenter by Hurt. Another one I've never heard. See, these UK people, always with the weirdest music that I've never heard. So let's check this one out. Hopefully it's not the Ringling Brothers. like that was House Carpenter Hurt or the other way around. I'm not exactly sure. That's the way iTunes listed it, so that's the way I'm going to go with it. That's what I'm going to do. 718-664-9792. We got about a half hour left. You guys can call in. Maybe I can get one person to call in for some advice or to call in to get a request. It's just me sitting alone here by the candlelight talking into your ear softly. It's a masturbatory fantasy, I know. Mostly for me, but that's okay. Anyway, we're going to start getting into some of the songs that I want to play, actually. So here we go. This is the first one. It's actually a band that was one that doesn't really get a lot of. I guess they had some minor hits during the 90s, especially with Automatic Flowers and that Canadian band. This is Our Lady Peace, the Birdman.
Oh, bless me, man, start to feed your day. Once you said never look back. How do you think that word might just fade away? Promise enough, you let him in now, you say. Nobody's right.
right, that was the Birdman. Not to be confused with that guy. Our Lady Peace on the Stephen James Experience. Here's another local band coming up. The Jesus Orphans, kind of a splinter project between two super groups. It's actually a super group between two local bands in the New York City area. August on Sunday and Shinobi Ninja, together. Well, just the two main head cases, I could say. But this one shows their softer side. But really listen to the lyrics. Don't let the music fool you. But this is Reign of the Rainbow Ruler. Check it out. Stephen James Experience. Jesus Orphans.
Somewhere in the distance, a cat scratches as I'm living on the glad bag full of prescriptions. And I got a subscription for love. And I got a subscription for love. And I got a subscription for love. But you gotta get it all night long. And I gotta get it all night long. The way that we do it, me and my baby boo, it's how we get it on. Somewhere in the distance, as a cat scratches, I'm living on a glad bag full of prescriptions. I got a subscription for love, subscription for love. I got a subscription for love. Subscription for love. Subscription for love. Somewhere in the distance, a cat scratches. And I got a subscription for love. Somewhere in the distance, a cat scratches.
that was part 2, Reign of the Rainbow Ruler by New York local supergroup, the Jesus Orphans. Check them out. Go to their Facebook page, facebook.com/the Jesus Orphans. Check them out. Show them some love. Here is a band that is, man, I've seen them, I must have seen them probably about 3 or 4 times at this point, but fan-fucking-tastic. I suggest they are actually playing in New York City. I can't remember the venue right now, but it's August the 8th, so I believe that's this Friday coming up. It's King's X. Go see them. I will be attending. I absolutely will be attending. This will be my 4th or 5th time seeing them. These guys are like 60 years old, 65. But every time I get a chance to see them, they're fantastic. Get a chance to check them out. This is one of the mainstays that you will hear. These guys should have been huge, but in the world of music heads, they are. This is Dogman, King's X, Stephen James Experience.
Give me 50 cents, let me take it back if that ain't what I meant. Give me a coat, or give me a bite, give me a light bulb and make sure it's bright. Give me the moon, or give me everywhere, give
All right, King's X Dogman on the Stephen James Experience. I'm telling you guys, check out King's X. You will not be disappointed. They've had such a long career, and it would behoove you to at least check them out. They played Woodstock '94, kind of stole the show, and that's when people really started noticing them. But they had been in the game for probably about 15 years at that point, probably last about 10 years at that point. Been in the game for a while. So check them out when you get a chance. King's X. The best way you could possibly check them out for the first time is by coming out to, I think it's Stage 48. That's the place. Stage 48 in New York City. Check out King's X August 8th. Go to kingsx.com. Check them out. Search for tickets on Ticketmaster. They are available, and you can come see me. So, see great music. Come see me. Great times. Speaking of great music, this was really, solo albums didn't really... I didn't really understand solo albums at first. I didn't really understand why most people would leave their bands or try out solo albums. I knew that they were around. Like, you had your Phil Collins, but that was after Genesis and things of that nature. But with this record, this was the first time that I really understood what, why bands break up, and it happened to be my favorite band. Stone Temple Pilots. So it actually kind of affected me, like, oh man, it kind of had me tore up a little bit. But this solo record is amazing. Phenomenal. 12-Bar Blues by Scott Weiland. One of my favorite records of all time, especially it's a headphone record, so, if the first time you ever experience this record, I would highly suggest putting it on in headphones. This is a song that's near and dear to my heart. This is Where's the Man? Scott Weiland. Stephen James Experience. Was the Man, Scott Weiland off of 12 Bar Blues. Phenomenal song. That's pretty much all the time we have here on the Stephen James Experience tonight. If you guys do enjoy these kind of random Sunday shows, let me know. I mean, it's just something that I do kind of for myself. I mean, I hope people are listening. But, you know, it's kind of a unknown variable where it just basically shows up when it shows up, whenever I feel like it. But if you'd like me to continue to do these all-request Sunday shows / advice, didn't get a chance to get to any advice, I'd love to be able to help some of you guys out there who may be in need. But it wasn't in the cards tonight. So make sure you guys check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Stephen James Experience. Like, share. Let people know that I'm out here doing something. Like us on Twitter. Follow us. I mean, like us on Twitter. I'm getting them all mixed up. I'm kind of old, so forgive me. At SJE_Nation. You guys can check us out. Tweet us during the show. You know, we got a lot of things in the works, and by we, I mean me. Make sure you guys check us out on our regular time slot, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't think it's Eastern Standard Time anymore. It's like Eastern Date Time or some shit. They changed it to EDT. But whatever. You know what the fuck I mean. Eastern Standard Time. Check us out and give us some suggestions as what you would like to see in upcoming episodes. This is a song that actually, it's another solo record. Wow, it's interesting that I'm ending these two on solo records. But a little weird to get into for most people. It's kind of inaccessible, but if you know the guy and where he comes from, it kind of makes sense. He's always had the weird mindset. This is from Stone Gossard, as some people say, and some say Stone Gossard. So whichever pronouncement you seem to enjoy. This is Fitz off his album Bayleaf. Phenomenal. I still have yet to check out his second solo record, Moolander, but I'll do so in due time. So this is the final song of the night. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening. I do appreciate all of your support and all of your help. Make sure you guys check us out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Next show is Monday, 8 p.m. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. This is Fitz, Stone Gossard. I'm Stephen James, and clichely saying, signing off.